What's up, fam? Hey, I want y'all to listen to this young lady and what she has to say about relationships. Because when I listened to what she had to say, it made me have a perspective that I don't think a lot of people take in consideration when it comes to finding your perfect mate or what have you. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification button so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
The whole time in reality, you can find a man that you exactly want. A man that do everything that you ask him to do, got a good job, make good money, a family man. So you can find a man who check off all this shit off your list, right? But then you don't understand why a man still won't choose you. You want to know why he still won't choose you? And no, it's not because you ain't got the longest hair. No, it's not because you don't got the best job. You don't got all the money. That's not why, bitch. You can have all those things and he still won't want you. You want to know why? Because there's no compromise. There's no meeting in the middle. A lot of black women don't want men unless they can adapt to their lifestyle that they're already living. What about you stepping into that man's world? Because technically speaking, isn't the man supposed to provide the world for you? So why are you so against with stepping into this man's world and not adapting to his world? But he gotta adapt to you, your bullshit, and your narcissistic ways. That's a damn shame. Y'all gotta get it. The whole time.
So you heard what she said. Now we're gonna try to look past the tattoos and the outfit and everything that will make a man look at her and say, "Man, I think I can hunch and smoke weed with her all day." But other than that, I mean, she may have a man. That's fine. But she made a good point. She said the word compromise, and I hear that a lot when it comes to relationships. And I hear a lot of women; they be the first one to say that the man need to compromise with her. But I don't hear a lot of men say that. That's a word, like I said, a lot of women use it. But then I had to think about when you compromise, everybody gives a little, takes a little. The biggest issue with compromisation when it comes between men and women is what a person brings to the relationship. I ain't talking about what they bring to the table. I'm talking about what part of their life do they bring, how much of their life or what's included in their life that they bring to the relationship. And I tell you what I mean. Let's start with children. If a woman brings children to a relationship, and let's say the man doesn't, or even vice versa, but most of the time, we already look at the statistics that women, 70% of the time, have custody of the children, right? And they said it's not even, shoot, say 30%. Is it 30 or 40%? Between 30 and 50%, I give it a good grace of men have children. So, like I say, statistics show women gonna have children more often than the men. Now you're saying, so now that's where compromise comes in. Because they'll be the one to say you have to love my children like you love me. You got to take them because they come with a package. Okay. If a man doesn't have children, that could be hard for him to do. Now, again, he might like to lay up with you, hunch on you. You know what I'm saying? Smoke a little reefer from time to time or whatever. And it feels good because the bedroom skills are probably great. But if you got children, young children, and they're of learning age, discipline age, let's say you're not, they say they little out of hand. They don't listen. You don't discipline them like he may feel that you need to. Now that's a hard that's something hard to compromise with, especially if he don't have any children. Maybe he has children. He raises his children one way, but he sees you do it a different way with yours. That's a hard thing to compromise because a man can sit there and look at what's going on and be like, man, I can't be in the same house with this because these kids, oh shoot, they got it hard, man. They ain't got a chance. And then if I try to come in like as a stepdad or whatever, and try to discipline these kids, and you got something to say, or hell, even the baby daddy got something to say, now we got a problem. Now you want to compromise. Now, I know on the other hand, you could say, well, what if he got kids and crazy baby mama? Again, most likely he ain't gonna have the kids all the time. The children are gonna be with the mom. So you ain't gotta deal with that most of the time. Maybe if courts are involved and everything's done legally, you get them every other weekend and on every Thursday, right? And every other holiday, something like that. You're not dealing with them all the time compared to them kids being in your house the whole time. Let's say if he's making a lot of money, and like I said, you can flip this from men and women or whatever, but however it suits your individual lifestyle or how you living. But I'm speaking from like a man's point of view. Is what I'm gonna speak from. Let's say the man is making good money, decent money, he's like I say, if he's living on his own, because living on his own, doing his own thing, paying his own bill, and now here you come. Now he has a compromise. Like I say, why he had, like she said, why does he have to adjust to your lifestyle, but you not adjust to his? The question, the thing is, how can you? Like I say, if you are a single mother or mother with children living in your house, how can you adjust to his lifestyle when you are bringing more to the relationship than what he's bringing? And I'm talking about like responsibilities, things of that nature. Y'all like to say men don't have a lot of money, they broke. But when you look at like I say, you look at the stats. I mean, men make decent money. They may not be rich or making six figures, but on average, $30,000, $40,000. Hell, that's what all y'all are making. So it ain't that he's broke here. You broke too. Plus, you got some extra stuff you bringing into the relationship. So that's the thing. I'm not saying relationships not going to work. You see what I'm saying? What you have to understand, but y'all want the man to take care of you. He's supposed to be the provider. He's supposed to make sure the house is run smooth. Okay, if he has carte blanche to do that and to make it happen, no matter what you bring, then it's all good. But if you're gonna buck at him, try to buck the system, buck his authority, you know, uh, he can't discipline your kids, but he can buy everything for them. They can live under his house, under his roof, and this and the third. Then that's like I say, that's going to be a major problem. This is why now we have to start teaching and reaching with, what I'm saying, people being married to raise kids from now on. No, 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 it doesn't matter what we've done up until this point. Now we have to teach our kids and our grandbabies and stuff. Hey, get married first before you have children, so that way y'all too can grow together. Fine, make sure you got somebody with that's like minded with you that want to grow, not stay stagnant. Because remember, water seeks its own level. So if y'all cool sitting around the house doing nothing, making minimum wage, and what I'm saying, and barely making it, if that's what y'all want to do, it's gonna be hard. But hey, that's what you want. That's what you want to do. But what you want to do is for sure. If it's two of y'all and there are no other children involved, I promise you, the odds are that y'all are going to try to grow together and do better. You know what I'm saying? Date, get married, live together for a few years, 3, 4 years, then have children. You know, that's if you have a good job or don't have a good job. You got a great career, or you barely making trying to go to school, whatever the case may be. It's always best to grow with somebody, and you do that before you bring another life, into the picture. And like I said, I'm speaking from a man's point of view. I can't speak from a woman's point of view. So I mean, if you got comments, so you leave them in the comment section or do your own video from a female's perspective. But I'm going by what this woman says. And she's saying women always want men to compromise with them because women know they got a lot going on a lot of times. But they don't want, but it's not really reciprocated with the compromise because again, if you compromise and try to compromise with a man who's single, working, paying his own bill, doing his own thing. Now, if this cat is like living with his mama or something, still living with his mama or grandmama and stuff, he a grown man. I don't know what you're compromising for, unless you need a place to stay. Which if you down bad like that, you need to reevaluate your life. But I mean, hey, maybe y'all trying to get together, learn, meeting each other, want to grow with each other, and hey, there ain't nothing really wrong maybe staying in your grandmama basement or your mama house until y'all can stack up your bread and then move out and do whatever, and then get married and have your own kids. But if you're coming with children, if you're coming with debt, if you're coming with a crazy baby daddy, or you still messing with a crazy ex-boyfriend or something like that, that's a lot. That's a lot to compromise. Like I said, he might have a crazy baby mama, but if he like a real dude and stand-up dude and about his business, he can keep her in check. He can put her in check like real quick and keep her where she need to be. It's possible. Trust me, I know it's possible. So you ain't got to worry. That shouldn't even be an issue. If she out of hand, that's on him. And you know what I'm saying? But like I said, he can keep her in check if need be. Or, make the real of her come out. And once it's out there on Front Street, then you can figure out if you want to deal with it or not. But anyway, that's all I got for this one. Tell me what you think about it. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. You know how we do around here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out of your day, but it means the world to us here at this channel. And with that being said, I leave you in peace and love, and I'll see you on the other side.